Hello, and welcome to another episode of Adventures with Rochelle, the podcast. I'm Rochelle Leroy Stratton.
Brian Becky Murray.
And we are so happy that you are listening to us today.
I didn't know you were going to do that.
I know, I just wanted to see your response when I did.
Well, I was like worried. I didn't know if I was going to remember my name. Should I have went Rebecca?
I mean, you could.
I like Becca. Becky. Yeah. It's like the BBM. Anyways. Yeah. How are you?
I guess it's better than BBC.
Oh, God.
Right?
It is. Yeah, to me, yes. So, how are you? I got some things I want to discuss.
Oh, well, I mean, I'm all right. Like I said, I've been in an off mood the past couple days. I don't know why. I just have been irritable. I have a suspicion as to why it may be.
It's not me.
But.
Right?
I don't think so.
You're kind of.
I mean, you know, I feel like all my loved ones, the dog,
have done something.
all just.
Is
they're not doing anything. Like, it's not
too much
their
time?
fault. I don't know.
It's like a longer period where we're not on a con or something?
No, I don't think it's that.
Oh.
I think it has to do with a different visitor that's probably going to come.
Oh, I know what we're talking about.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, I don't have that.
No, you don't.
Visitor.
No.
Good.
But you're aware of when she shows up, aren't you?
Sure are.
Yeah.
Sure am. Are.
Yep.
Yes, I am.
Okay. I don't know. I have a sneaking suspicion. Anyway, things you want to tell me. Let's go.
I just want to know when we have started using or duh at the end of our sentences when we say stuff. For instance, bought some goods at Casey's.
Uh-huh.
And the little keypad
wasn't
working for the girl.
Okay.
And she said, "Oh my God, duh." And now I'm noticing this more and more when I talk to people. What is that?
I don't know.
When do they start doing that?
I think it's kind of like us putting the G's in things.
Have you not been around people that are doing that? Because I'm going to say, I don't hear when you do it. If you do it. Do you do it?
I don't feel like I
do that?
Really put an enunciation on any word.
Do you know what I'm talking about, though?
Yes. God, yes.
You do, right?
Yes.
It's just not me.
No.
Oh my God, duh.
Yeah, my kids do that.
What is that?
It's this new thing the kids are doing. I don't know. I'm also going to tell you that both the children keep talking in this voice.
What's the voice? Because I wonder if mine are doing it.
I don't even know how.
What are your eyes doing?
Because it enrages me. I literally.
It's got to be the same. Is it skibbity?
Do skibbity for me.
That's the word. They say skibbity. Oh, your kids don't say skibbity?
I don't know if they do or not.
Telling you, somebody out there that's listening's got a kid that's saying skibbity, Ohio, and shit like that, and I'm getting more frustrated as the days go by because I don't know what that means.
I don't either. Maybe they're just scatting.
Ask Landon today. What? Like the
beep,
music?
Beep, beep, beep.
Oh my God.
That was not a good scat by me, but like, you know. What you think about scatting is just, you know, beatboxing, but in a different way.
True.
Yeah.
I want to hear the voice.
It is like this. I don't know how to explain it.
Can you use a sentence, say something in it?
No, I can't.
Do you just not want to?
I'm not good at doing impressions, but also they sound like idiots. And it's driving me crazy.
Is that what's wrong?
I don't know, maybe.
Isn't bad?
But I've noticed a lot of people on TikTok do it too. And every single time I'm like, shut the fuck up. I literally
Up.
Yes. Like, I literally told Landon the other day when he did it, I said, you do not understand how close I was to laying hands on you. I was
Okay.
like, I was about to smack some sense into you. I said, I don't like that voice that
At
you're
all.
doing.
Yeah.
Now when they do it, I just look at them and they immediately stop.
So you have the same thing that's going on with me. I X'd or tweeted this today.
Okay.
If I'm sitting next to you and you're chewing your chips or your fucking ice cubes or your gum and it's super loud, I want to stop, dude. I want to do violence. I would like to punch him. It's a thing, isn't it?
It is a thing.
Is that the same reaction that you're having when your kids say stupid shit or sound stupid?
Full-blown rage?
Eternal
burning rage?
Yes.
A little bit, yeah.
Because I have...
Are we the problem?
No. Like, I'm pronouncing the words to the best of my ability. I'm not great at those. But I stop. Like, there's, oh my God, bam! I stop. I don't put the extra on the end. It drives me insane. But if somebody's eating and they're opening their mouth...
I
get hot.
I'm always telling people, chew with your mouth closed.
You tell them?
Chew with your mouth closed. You know, if I notice my family doing it, chew with your mouth closed.
But you don't say it nice.
I say it exactly like that. Chew with your mouth closed.
Do you have family members that do that? Because I feel like all three of mine do.
Yes, I do too.
All three of yours do?
At some point in time.
Like, that chip ain't that loud.
Like when you put the chip in and it's like...
No. What are they doing?
Stop.
I know. The other day, and I'm going to say it.
Okay. We love you guys. Our families listen.
A lot. But Michelle was eating these chips. And she closes her mouth, but when she went in to get that first one, it was like, I can remember saying, what are we eating, rocks over there? Like,
see,
it's so, what are we doing?
Not often, but sometimes I'll hear Chris chewing and I'll look over to see if he's chewing with his mouth open, and he's not. It's just the force at which his teeth hit. Have you ever seen Chris's jaw muscle?
I don't pay attention.
It's a chiseled jaw. Like, it looks nice.
Because he chews so well.
Because he's like, bam! I'm like, how do you have teeth left? Like,
I know. It's like my main thing, though.
I'm over here sweating.
I am too.
We're talking about all
We're
the
enraged.
things. But anyway, yeah. The stupid voice. The chewing with...
I think I know what the voice is.
I'm pretty sure you do. I think I've had this conversation with you before. Like, it's along the lines of that.
Do they sound kind of dumb?
I just told you they sound stupid, like idiots.
Look, last thing before we get back on start our good topic here today.
Let's get ready to get started.
I seen one time, this wasn't long ago, there was a group of 8 kids, and they decided to come over to my house.
A gaggle.
Yeah, a flock of fucking kids, okay? And I'm watching them out the window,
Okay.
and none of them actually talked to each other. They got next to each other, and they all started freaking dancing, okay? And I grabbed Michelle, I was like, look at this. They don't even talk. They just dance towards each other. It was like the Fortnite shit.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And I saw they didn't talk. It worried me. It worries me now when they don't use... I think they're stupid.
Okay. I will say that us being parents, we may be to blame.
With what? Why?
Them doing that. Like, we're apparently not teaching them how to go out in the world and
I'm a firm believer.
be normal.
You can't teach them everything. I mean, if you can't see that going and sticking your arms like this and running is not a good look.
I know. Oh my God. So
you know what I'm talking about?
When Landon was little, he's gonna kill me for saying this, but Landon used to pretend to be a T-Rex. And I used to be like, stop, please. I don't want the dinosaur kid.
You don't want the dinosaur kid?
No.
Okay.
And sometimes now, just to get under my skin, he'll occasionally do it. If he is like reminded, then he's like, what, this bothers you? And I'm like, stop.
Oh, the
But
dinosaur
kid. Neither one do it now. Well, Levi sometimes does it. The kids when they run with their arms behind their backs.
What is that?
I don't know, but I feel like a lot of little kids do it until they learn.
I've seen the
not
teenagers
to
still do it.
Yeah, like put those.
You're not moving any faster, guys.
I don't know.
I feel like when they do it, I want to put them in a home or something.
Okay.
For other kids that do that.
We need to start
I'm
on
sorry.
our stuff because we're in bad. We should do an episode where we just
talk about all the bullshit.
Air our grievances.
Yeah, just as long as.
Which aren't, I don't know. Anyway, want to get started on this?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Oh my God.
Ugh.
Hate it. Do you guys hate that?
Chew with your mouth closed.
Yeah. Don't act like a dinosaur. And don't do that stupid voice that people do on TikTok.
I gotta know what the voice is. All right, let's get it.
Okay. Anyway, maybe the kid will do it when I'll tell him to do the voice for you. Okay. Anyway, let's get started. Date of murders between 1989 and 1990. Got it?
Okay.
Number of victims, 7+. No yet? Who we're talking about?
I know who it is.
Yeah. Okay, so anywhere. Born February 29th, 1956 in Rochester, Michigan to a 15-year-old mother. Mom was married, but filed for divorce 2 months before she was born.
Okay, 15.
Okay. 15. Born on a leap year. Leap day.
Michigan do it a little different, don't they?
Oh, really? Okay.
Love is love, Michigan.
Yeah. But they were married, or whatever.
Yeah, I like it.
The crazy thing about it was, she had a brother who was a year older than her. The lady, her mom got married in 54, had the brother in 55, had her in 56, and divorced.
Okay.
Okay? So, she never met her father because her father was in prison for rape and attempted murder of a 17-year-old girl when she was born.
Starting off good.
Yeah, and he was considered to be a schizophrenic.
Okay.
Okay?
So he's another piece of work.
Yeah, so already, you gotta be concerned when things like that pop up because they can run in the family.
Yeah, you're coming out into it. You're born into it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. At 4 years old, her mother abandoned both children with her parents, who then legally adopted them.
Okay.
You think grandparents. They're going to take care of them and it'll be okay, right?
Well, their grandparents at this time were only like 25 or something, probably, right?
I mean, at this rate, yeah.
Oh my God, I gotta sneeze.
Okay, then at age 11, began to engage in sexual activities to get cigarettes, drugs, and food. Why you not feeding her?
11?
11. Now we have to keep in mind this was back in the 50s, 60s.
Which means they shouldn't be. They're a little bit more
lenient with the cigarettes and things.
Well,
but and the drugs, they're kind of starting to get really into those.
The 60s maybe, but the 50s.
Well, this will be the 60s. She was born in 56 and then 11.
I guess.
Okay? But the food, feed the girl.
She needs food. She needs food.
Yeah. She also engaged in sexual activities with her own brother. Whoa. That's weird. I mean, you have a brother. Would you engage in sexual activities with him?
No.
No.
What's wrong with you?
I didn't do it.
You asked the question.
I was making a joke, trying to make us in a better mood. Okay.
Okay, yeah.
She claimed that her alcoholic grandfather would also sexually assault her and beat her. But before he'd beat her, he'd have her stripped for him.
So I'm feeling sorry for this person.
I am too. I'm like, where's grandma?
Like when the cards were dealt.
I can tell you right now.
She got all the threes.
Yeah, I know. But I can tell you right now, my grandma would murder someone. Murder them.
But we're not talking, this isn't your grandma right now.
This isn't my grandma.
Okay.
But where's grandma? allowing the granddad to
Yeah.
do this, you know? Like,
This is horrible so far. Go ahead.
yes. At age 14, she became pregnant after being raped by a friend of her grandfather's. Jeez Louise.
I have nothing to say. I
I don't
feel
either.
bad.
I feel very bad too. I also wonder how she knew who. We need Mari.
Were you bad? Why'd you say it like that?
Because Mari?
I thought it was Maury.
Mari? Whatever. It doesn't matter. We need a lie
To see
detector.
the dad is?
We need a paternity test.
Yeah.
Because how do you know who when you're, exchanging sexual favors for cigarettes and drugs and all this other stuff?
I mean, none of this is good.
Yeah, I know. Not great. So obviously, I feel like there's something going on there. She doesn't value herself. She doesn't feel love. Like, the girl needs help,
Well, she's been an object since she's been born.
Yes, which is horrible. Like,
Totally horrible.
just given away.
Yes.
So she doesn't value herself,
At all.
which is horrible. All right, so she ended up giving birth at a home for unwed mothers, and the baby was placed up for adoption. Probably the best thing for that child.
Probably.
Wasn't abandoned, but was put up for adoption.
Yeah.
Like, I think we can agree that she was looking out for that kid at least.
Yes, she was. Good motherly decision.
Good motherly decision. Good on you.
Yeah.
Like, to at least be like, I want her to have, her or him or the baby to have a better life.
Yep.
Okay? A few months after giving birth, she dropped out of school around the time her grandmother died.
Man, it's this one thing after another.
I know. Both her and her brother became wards of the court at age 15. Her grandfather threw her out. And then she started supporting herself by prostituting and living in the woods near her old home. I mean, I feel like that is both ends of a shit sandwich. Okay? Like, stay with an alcoholic grandfather who beats you and abuses you and lets his friends abuse you.
Mm-hmm.
Or prostitute yourself and live in the woods.
Yeah, that's terrible too. She's,
Yeah.
Whew, what a rough life so far.
I know. In 1974, she was arrested in Jefferson County, Colorado for a DUI, disorderly conduct, and firing a pistol from a moving vehicle.
Okay.
She's a little wild one.
She has had a life so far.
And she's like, whatever. Maybe she just wanted a place to sleep for the night and food.
Maybe. That's a good thought.
Yeah.
Did you think that?
It came out of my mouth, didn't it?
Oh, yes, it did.
So, yes, I did.
Okay. Good job.
Okay.
That's good. Way to connect it.
Yeah. Jeez. You know what? Yeah, you're added to the list with your questions.
Sorry about the questions.
Stupid. In 1976, she hitched a ride to Florida. So she hitchhiked. I can't read my own writing. Where she went. Let me start over. Now I'm pissing myself off. This is great.
Okay.
Okay. In 1976, she hitchhiked to Florida where she met a 69-year-old yacht club president
There you go.
and married him the same year.
That's what I'm talking about.
Life is turning around,
Things
right?
are looking up for
Uh-huh.
you, young lady.
Yes, their announcement of their nuptials was printed in the the society pages.
Nice.
So like, hey, all
She's got
right.
her a big timer.
Yeah. Fancy pants.
That's right on.
Moving on up
Yeah.
to the east.
This apparently didn't last.
No.
Okay.
Even though her life had gotten better, she continued to involve herself in confrontations at a local bar and eventually went to jail for assault. So, you got a fancy pants husband, but you're still, now all of a sudden you're going to pick a fight at a local bar. You got anything?
Yeah.
You want to go quickly with your thoughts?
Yes, it's not even about that, but there was
Knocking?
No, there was a big. Did you hear the big sigh? Like the big breath over here?
It was probably Archie outside the door.
It was like right here.
Yeah.
We'll have that.
Yeah, the other day, I heard knocking. 1, 2, 3. And it was really faint, and it sounded like it was coming from my front door. And like I leaned back, and I didn't see anything. I was like, we ain't gonna pay attention to that. It's probably just pipes knocking, or whatever. So anyway, back to she went to jail for assault. Okay. She also hit her husband with his own cane, leading him to getting a restraining order against her. Okay, all I see is that she tried to pretend to be fancy for a second.
Yeah, it was like this.
And then went feral. It was like...
Honestly, if that's all she did, the guy got off.
Yeah.
With his life.
Yeah, honestly, though. So he hit her with that restraining order. Yeah. They're newlywed. Okay? Like, she returned to Michigan and was charged with assault and disturbing the peace for throwing a cue ball at a bartender's head.
I like her so far.
Okay.
I mean, she's not going to back down.
No, a couple days later, her brother passed away from cancer, and she received some life insurance money. And a few days after that, her and her husband annulled their marriage after only 9 weeks of marriage. 9 weeks. You hit him with a cane. 9 weeks. Less than 9 weeks in.
She gave it a shot.
Yeah, she was like, this isn't for me.
This is not the life I want to live.
No.
In this beautiful yacht club. And
Yeah.
with a lot of money.
No. Don't want
I'd
to do
rather
that.
live in the woods.
Yeah.
And throw my shit out to passerbys.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. In 1981, she was arrested in... Now I'm just going to tell you when she just keeps getting arrested. Like, the girl cannot stay out of jail to save her life. Okay? Because apparently she's got anger problems that, it would make sense that she'd have.
I mean, yeah.
But, like, see someone. Come on. Okay? 1981, she's arrested again in Edgewater, Florida for armed robbery of a convenience store and sentenced to prison for about a year. Want to know what she robbed, what she got at that store?
Tell me.
$35 and 2 packs of cigs. A year of your life?
I love it.
For that?
Yeah. You got them smokes, though.
I hope that you use them in prison.
Did you get to keep the smokes?
No, I bet she didn't.
Wow.
I don't know. She was probably smoking them while the police were talking to her. It's just like, I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't steal anything.
I will throw a cue ball at your head.
Yeah. Anyway, she gets out, and then she starts forging checks and gets arrested again. Okay? This continues on, where she keeps getting out, then she does something, gets out. Like, she keeps, like, robbing people, resisting arrest, obstructing justice, etc. for years. Okay? So she's just, like I said, she's a hellraiser. Then finally she meets a hotel maid at a bar. They move in together, and she starts supporting them by prostituting.
What was her name?
I think it's like...
Is this Tyra?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Together, they are detained for questioning regarding an incident and accused of assault and battery with a beer bottle. So she met a winner.
Canes, cue balls, bottles, armed robbery, prostitution.
Mm-hmm. And then in 1988, she switched up, okay? Because she accused a bus driver of assault.
Okay.
Claiming that he pushed her off the bus following a confrontation, and her girlfriend was listed as a witness of the incident. Were you drunk? Were you trying to rob him?
So we would say that she's off to not a great start in life.
She's off to a grand start.
The only thing that
Grand
she
that
had,
daughter.
really the only thing that she had going for her at that one time was the yacht guy.
Yeah, but he was 69, and she wasn't that old. So
Rochelle, she robbed a place for $35.
I know.
He's loaded.
I know.
Woods.
She didn't get any alimony, I'm guessing.
No, she didn't. So would you
should have annulled, you should have divorced, and you could have had half.
Oh, yeah. Why didn't you do it?
Use your head.
Is there a rule, though, for how long?
I don't know. If that's the case, then why are there prenups?
Well, I'm going to go into a little bit of these other crimes.
Yeah, because...
And then I've also got a few weird, like, things about her. Like some interesting facts.
Okay.
A couple of them. Okay? So from late 1989 into the fall of 90, 7 middle-aged men were fatally shot in the highways in North and Central Florida.
Okay.
Okay? The first victim, his name was Richard Mallory. He was 51 years old. He was a repair shop owner who has basically been known to pick up prostitutes. Okay, so apparently he picked this one up. And then he was last seen on November 30th, 1989. According to her girlfriend, who went on the stand against her.
Oh, snap.
Yeah. She basically came in there and told her, hey, man, killed a dude. Okay? And her girlfriend was kind of like, okay, don't believe you too much until it keep happening. All right? So Mallory was last seen in November of 1989. According to her testimony, the girlfriend, the next day, the killer told her that she had killed a man, and nothing really came of that. She didn't believe her. On December 13th, 1989, that body was found at a dump site in the woods. So now she is like, holy shit, there is a body. I'm not going to get in trouble.
No.
Also, scared to death
that you're going to
of my lover.
Yeah.
So I got to ride this out.
Yeah, because she hit her husband with a cane, and all he probably did was just piss her off about something.
And she's killing people now. So let's ride this out and see when I can make a fast break. I got to play nice.
Yeah.
But I'm also thinking during this, hold on now. She loves me, so if I make good on this and then I put her in jail, think about the books and think about the movies and the movie deals that I can get. So I'm gonna write this out. This is gonna be a win-win for me because this girl's not a good girl either.
No.
She's a piece. I mean, she's not killing. Yes, she's not killing, but she's a piece of shit. Okay?
She's a schemer. A scammer.
Yes. So they found the first body. Don't know what's going on. Bodies happen. People get murdered. Terrible thing. But then 5 more basically killed the same way, which they were just shot. I mean, I say just, but there was nothing like fancy. From what I've read, from what I've seen, she would tell them basically, I'll do whatever you want. When they get out there, she asked for payment, shot them, took the stuff, took whatever she wanted. That was it.
Okay.
She never did the favors.
Okay.
Before we started this, I was asking you though.
Okay.
I don't know a lot about prostitutes. Okay.
But I do.
No, I don't think you do either.
Okay.
I don't know how much like you charge. I don't know I don't know how to do it. I've seen the movies.
Okay.
I feel like if I'm throwing out hundreds of dollars, and I could go to jail if I'm caught, shouldn't I pick what I like?
Be choosy?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like when I go to the store, I don't pick
the ugliest looking melon.
No, and I don't feel, and this is mean sounding, I would have passed on this one.
Yeah.
Because I feel like she, could kick my ass.
She looked rough. You could tell. You know how sometimes you can look at people and be like, you had a rough life, or you have a rough life. Like, you're not living a wholesome life. Their skin looks like...
It's like you've been in the woods.
Like it's weathered, but not like I've been out in the sun, but like I've been through the storm and seen shit type thing, okay?
Yeah. I just feel like I'd be more selective.
I would too. No,
Like,
she wasn't a looker.
If that was what stopped at my car, I'm sorry. I thought you were selling Girl Scout cookies.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
I'm on the way to get milk.
Yeah.
Okay. Something
Yeah.
like she wasn't.
Never mind.
Yeah.
Or do you know what time it is?
Yeah, that's a good one. She wasn't. I don't know how she got away with this. Anyways,
I mean, I don't get it either.
me neither.
But
So, construction worker was found. His name was David Spears. He was found on June 1st. A part-time rodeo worker, Charles. And this guy's last name is Karskadian.
cool.
He went missing on May 31st of 1990. His remains were found on June 6th, August 4th, 1990, 5 days after he was reported missing. Salesman Troy Burris was found. Dick Murphy's 56. He was a child abuse investigator, and he was found in September. So she's going down the line, and she's basically, at this point, she's not waiting around. Whatever she must be getting from them, money-wise or out of their pockets or whatever, it's working for her because she's bringing this stuff home, and they're like, her girlfriend at the time is like, where did you
get all this stuff?
Where are we getting this stuff?
Mm-hmm. Do you think when she killed that child abuse investigator, she was like, oh, shit, that
Probably, yeah.
wasn't a good one. The rest of them, whatever, but you're connected to the police, but then you're also getting a prostitute. So, you know, is anyone going to miss you?
Right. So one of the last victims, his name was Walter, was a trucker and a reserve police officer. He was in his 60s, and he was discovered on November 19th, 1990. So throughout this time, the killer often returned home with new possessions to pawn and cars that she had, can you do the other side? Borrowed. Okay? She used a variety of aliases when she pawned items belonging to these victims, which made tracking her more difficult. So, I want to say some of that.
I have something to say too.
This is the 90s.
Okay.
Okay? She's not entirely stupid, I don't think.
No.
Ballsy.
She's ballsy for sure, but she can't be, like...
Do you go to the same pawn shop?
Probably not.
Got another car for you? Steve?
No. Probably not.
You're... Right.
You know.
Okay.
But the other thing I'm thinking is, police, you have this lady who has a record of assaulting people. She's fired a pistol before. You know.
Why isn't she on the suspect list?
Yes. Maybe, did she ever get caught being a prostitute?
I'm sure she did, but...
I'm assuming she did. I didn't find that in any of the arrest stuff.
Honestly, and this sounds terrible, though, when prostitutes are the victims, the cops, in a lot of these cases, don't look at them like they're anybody to... she's just a prostitute.
But I don't mean it as in looking at her as a victim. All these men keep being found in the woods, all shot by a gun that we know that this lady has once had. She has a history of violence and stealing and things. Why wouldn't we suspect her as she finally turned to murder?
I don't know, maybe we're about to find out.
All right, go ahead.
Okay. So, like I said, she used a variety of aliases when she pawned these things. July 1990, authorities examined the vehicle of one of these guys, a 65-year-old. His name was Peter. He was a missionary who had gone missing. Witness described seeing this lady and her girlfriend leave the car, and a print from the door handle was a match to the killer. Okay? So they got caught, they were at a bar.
Yeah.
Okay, so they're at a bar.
They're always at a bar.
Right, that's what
throwing cue balls.
Yes. So she's getting drinks and everything. Now, they've been tailing her for a while.
Okay.
Okay, they know that she's in there. And she basically starts talking to these two guys about favors.
Yeah.
And they were cops. So they were just waiting.
I was going to say, she probably wasn't too worried since she had a police officer before and an investigator.
This
She's
is
probably
true.
like,
This is true. So
they're not here for me.
Yeah.
Little me.
After they found those the prints or whatever on that car that was pawned, basically the reports had come out that the authorities were looking for two women suspected of murder, and that had prompted her girlfriend to flee Florida and leave her there. So she's like, I'm out. January 9th, 1991, the killer was arrested at the Last Resort Bar in Port Orange, Florida, on an outstanding charge. Soon afterwards, police tracked down the girlfriend in Pennsylvania. She made a deal to gather evidence against the killer in order to avoid her own prosecution. In mid-January, so not very long, the killer admitted to murder in a phone call with her girlfriend, saying she committed her crimes because she was desperately in love and wanted them to stay together. After her phone confession to her girlfriend, and against the advice of counsel, police videotaped her as she confessed to 7 murders. The public was fascinated by the case, due in part to the lurid nature of the crimes and erroneous media description of the killer as the country's first female serial killer. She was dubbed the Damsel of Death. Damsel. With an M. Damsel. The Damsel of Death. And she had some visitors and people wrote to her, and she actually got adopted. Did you know that? In prison. A Christian couple adopted her.
Perfect.
Weirdos. Okay, she eventually got the death penalty.
Yes.
Okay. She was basically executed by lethal injection on October 9th, 2002 in Stark, Florida. 46 years old, and her last words were this: "I'd just like to say I'm sailing with the rock, and I'll be back. Like Independence Day with Jesus, June 6th, like the movie, big mothership and all, I'll be back." I don't even know what the fuck that means.
No.
I don't know what that means.
Somebody gave her drugs before she decided.
I don't know what that means. So that was her. And watching videos of her and seeing things, she claimed that the cops wanted her to continue to do that. Cops wanted her to do these killings.
Okay.
Cops at the prisons were abusing her. Like she was a victim of every single thing that's ever happened to her.
Yes. She had a lot of horrible things happen to her. Okay.
She did. This one, I feel sorry for this woman.
I feel sorry for her.
Up until the point that she started being a lunatic. So that was like at 4.
Yeah.
No, I mean, she had a rough beginning.
She did have a rough childhood. I will say that I feel like she used being a woman to her advantage.
Okay.
By, it was self-defense, all this other stuff. Like, she also used being a woman to lure men.
She did. So the first one that she killed, she said that he assaulted her.
Okay.
Shot him.
Okay.
And then that's the story that she used for every one of the other ones. They did it. They did it.
Okay. I get that. And I'm not trying to say anything bad about it. But
she used it as an advantage, yes.
Used it as an advantage, but how exactly did they assault you when you're a prostitute and they're one of your clients and you brought them out for that purpose? And it's a tricky thing.
It is. It's tricky. You want to hear a couple of bottom line. Rough bringing up. She was brought up really terrible. She had a lot of bad things happen. She turned to killing. Her whole life, I feel, was kind of wasted.
Yes.
Okay, because she, started off bad and ended even worse, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's a couple weird facts about her. Okay, During her career as a prostitute, she claimed to have had sex with 250,000 men.
That is disgusting.
I didn't even get to the disgusting part. I want to know who these 250,000 guys. I was like, shit, yeah, man, let's do this.
This is gonna be vulgar as shit. But that's like throwing a hot dog down the hallway at that point.
Oh, that's a lot.
That's too many.
Well, by about 249,050. I don't know. I don't know what's an acceptable number,
acceptable.
but
Thousand
I mean,
people.
like, if you're a prostitute, 1,000's probably. I don't know the numbers.
I don't know either, but
damn, 250. That is the most I've ever heard off of anybody.
Damn.
And she's not
a looker.
No.
Continue.
Okay, the next one, the biker bar that she was caught at in Florida, basically is a tourist spot now, and it is called, the slogan of the place is cold beer and killer women.
Ah.
Look what they did.
You guys are smart.
Look what they did.
I like that. I want to go there.
Okay. And she shares a birthday with fellow serial killer Richard Ramirez, the Night Stalker.
Who was also a fucking lunatic.
He is a lunatic. Ugh.
Yeah.
Anyways.
You know who we're talking about? You have to know who we're talking about.
Come on, this was an easy
first female serial killer. Stole my shirt.
So she's top 10. Not top 10, but she's one of 10 women that's been executed. Yeah. She's in the top tier.
Yeah.
Her name is Eileen Warnos, but she actually wanted to go by Lee. Did you know that?
You're such a fucking liar.
She did want to go by Lee.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Damn.
Why was that a lie?
I thought you were just making fun of my middle name.
No.
Anyway, her her birth name, her last name was Pittman, which I thought was funny. I was like, I wonder if she's related to Shane. Shane, are you related to Eileen?
Well, I feel bad for this one.
I feel bad for her too. That lover of hers. You
what?
Bitch.
You little
You
son
sold
of a bitch.
You started coming and helping and then you sold her out?
What's
the hell?
love got to do with it?
Got to do. Anyway.
I can't believe she did that.
Yeah, so.
She dimed her out. Hell no, I ain't going to prison.
Yeah, she's like,
I can find me another
looker.
Bigfoot.
Oh yeah, so. Anyway. Couple things. Oh, we have fan mail.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. First of all, I don't remember if we did or not, but shout out to Jocelyn who donated to us. I don't remember.
You did last week.
Did I?
Yeah, but again, thank you.
Thank you. I don't remember if I did or not. So, all right, we've got, this says, hi guys, keep going. The more episodes, the better. And yes, you have huge accents. The best podcast out there. LOL. Much love, Mark. Mark, you are from across the pond.
Mark, I want to meet you badly.
Yes, of course we have accents to you.
Yeah, you have an accent to us.
Yes. And then this other one says, hello, Leroy and Becky. Just finished listening to today's episode, and I wanted to say that I've always listened because I like listening to you guys talk. I love the paranormal stuff, and the serial killer stuff has been very interesting too. So I'm always down for more episodes. Love, Kathleen from Ohio.
Thank you, Kathleen.
Yes, thank you both. We appreciate it. And, well, I don't know. I hope I get in a better mood. What about you?
I feel like I'm in a better mood already.
Yeah, good. Good for you. I'm glad I helped. You did nothing for me. I'm just messing.
No, you're actually not.
You know what would make me in a better mood? If a bunch of people liked, follow, subscribed, and downloaded. Download. Can't stress it enough. And go out there and make every day an adventure.
See ya.
Bye.